Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my brothers and sisters. I hope you're enjoying life. Hope you're enjoying your liberty and your pursuit of happiness. Stay wild. Never let them tame you. Welcome to We the People, a new birth of freedom. I'm your host, Jericho. Well, when I'm sitting in my Jeep, I call it Jeep Talk. Right now, I'm up in the Santa Catalina Mountains north of Tucson. So we'll just call this Mountain Talk. It's beautiful up here. Beautiful morning. This Friday morning, heading towards the end of August 2024. This year is flying by. Nevertheless, let's get into our discussion here. I like to speak truth and I like to speak bluntly. So let me just speak truth and bluntly. The government will never help you. With their flowery, emotional speeches, it may sound like on the surface they really want to help you, but they don't. It's just that simple. When have they ever helped you? Really? And I'm asking that question in the context, you that understand that you are a sovereign individual and that you possess by your birthright unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that you're an individual that want to make their own choices in the context of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and respect others who have equal access to those rights. This group of people is hated by the government. I'll tell you what kind of people or what group of people they love. Before I make this statement, I'm going to preface it with this. There are individuals that need help. There are people that are handicapped. There are people that have all kinds of problems that need help from government agencies or state agencies. Federal government and state government agencies and even private organizations that are there to help people in dire situations, whether it be mentally, physically, financially, etc. However, as I said, those are exceptions. There are individuals that genuinely need assistance. However, I'm not talking about that group of people. I'm talking about those who are lazy, and they've made a career out of welfare, where they totally depend on the government for their food, for their medical, for their everyday existence, their housing, whatever. This group of people are career welfare individuals. Tyrannical, totalitarian governments love those type of people who look to them for their everyday solutions. They love those groups of people. And likewise, we're seeing it repeat again. We're seeing the same thing repeat with this immigration crisis. If you have broken the law and you're in our country illegally, you have access to any government or state program that is available. You realize that? This is socialism at its worst. This is what they're trying to do, create socialism in this free nation. They want people who look to government and state-funded agencies so they can control you, manipulate you, and make you dependent and a slavery to their corrupt, sick, twisted, tyrannical agendas. They do not want people in their fan club who think for themselves, who make choices for themselves, who exercises the intelligence and the capability and the ability to create a life for themselves. They hate it. They despise it. They want to stomp us out. They only have one major obstacle, and that's the Second Amendment. If they can completely stomp out the Second Amendment, you, my friend, become their slave. And I want this to be known, and I realize this is going out into the virtual land of the internet. I will try to sit down and negotiate anything when it comes to defending and protecting my life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Those unalienable rights given to me by my Creator. I will negotiate. I will debate. However, once that line is crossed, where they don't want to debate, they don't want to negotiate, they don't want to look at the Bill of Rights, they don't want to look at these unalienable rights given to us by our Creator. Once that line is crossed by any state or government agency, well, now we have a problem, because I will defend myself. I will defend myself. If you notice, practically every politician talks about what they are going to do to help you. Yeah, okay. Well, it's just like in the current administration. They've had nearly 4 years to do what they're now saying they're going to do. And all they're doing is trying to stir up the pot. They're trying to create a smokescreen and a confusion, because now what they're doing is borrowing from Trump everything that he says he wants to do for the American people. Now they are borrowing from that and saying that's what they want to do. Well, they've had nearly 4 years to do it, so what's the problem? It's all a lie. It's all a smokescreen. It's to manipulate you by emotion. So once they suck you in and you vote for them and you put them in office, that will all change. You will suddenly see that it was all a lie. But, sorry to say, it'll be too late. You've already enslaved yourself. The first thing they want to take control of is your mind, your thoughts. They don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to use logic and common sense and reasoning and really analyze what they're saying. They want you to go brain dead so they can impute to you, so they can impress upon your mind that they have the answer, and we're here to help you, to make life better for you. Well, really? Well, why haven't you done it in the last nearly 4 years? I mean, it's just common sense, folks. It's just common sense. So we're going to stop right there for today. Protect your life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Stay wild. Never let them tame you. Until next time, God bless.